Is everyone in the same point in the song, or do I look mental?
Sounds like you're about in time, yeah.
I think it should sync up pretty well, yeah. Alright. Looking good.
Awesome.
Hello. Welcome in. Welcome to another Call of Cthulhu stream. It's been a while. We're playing a brand new scenario tonight called Signal to Noise, which is set in the 80s in a town called Summit Heights in Pennsylvania. And we've got some lovely people with us. We've got Argy Barmies, we've got Brezio, we've got Claire Muskill, we've got Snorbuckles playing for the first time. Very exciting. And we've got Vegwin, as always.
Can't get rid of me.
So, we're going to jump pretty quickly straight in. Because we're kind of late starting. So, yeah, you're in the town of Summit Heights. It's a kind of mid-size kind of town on the way to a city in Pennsylvania. And it's kind of got this concentrated rural, concentrated urban centre, and then lots of it's rural, and lots of kind of like half the people live on the outskirts. There's lots of farming going on and things like that. And you have been called to the offices of the local TV station. So because it's quite a little bit remote, most people watch this kind of local city TV station. You can get bigger countrywide stations, but a lot of people watch this because it's local and they can see the local news, and the signal's the best from this one. So it's a very popular station. And there's been some, you've probably heard about it, but there's been some strange broadcast intrusions that have been happening over the last kind of few weeks. And that's why the head of the station has called you in to the office and assembled you to try and figure out what's going on, basically. Some of you know more about it than others. You've hopefully read your character sheets and it gives you some information. But basically, we are all assembled inside the WSHP TV offices. And you we're gonna switch over to the gaming screen now, which is this one. Yeah, they all are. I think it's all looking good. So you sorry, I'm a bit. I need to get to the right place because I didn't bring the stuff that I actually printed out. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so it's we start on a foggy grey morning, Tuesday, October the 10th, 1989. The day after my 4th birthday? Yeah.
Fourth.
Yeah, that's right, I think. You're in a conference room on the 3rd floor of the WSHP TV offices. Let me switch you over to that scene. Does that work if I do that? Yeah, that should work. That's the building. This kind of red brick building, and you can see the big TV antenna in the back there. And you have been called here by Larry Rosenbaum. Now, Larry Rosenbaum is the president of the TV station. He's brought you up to the office, this conference room on the 3rd floor. He's sitting there smoking a cigarette while the technician in the corner attaches a VCR to a portable TV set. Larry's he's a middle-aged man with neatly trimmed greying hair and a crisp suit. He looks agitated, but he's making kind of pleasant small talk as this technician sets up in the corner. The technician leaves the room. He puts out his cigarette, and I'm going to read the intro here just to make sure I get it all right. So Larry looks at you all sat down around. He says, "Thank you so much for meeting with me today. Let's cut straight to the chase. There's a menace in our community, and I want them found. Their activities stopped, and I want them brought to justice. On September 18th, around 10:15 in the morning, some wacko hijacked our signal and broadcast some weird stuff for a minute while a whole bunch of kids were watching cartoons. We don't typically record our outgoing broadcast, but our head engineer Frank Mars saw it, and about 24 complaint calls from angry parents sure as heck confirmed it. There is no way to track where the intrusion came from, and honestly, we thought maybe it was a fluke. We issued an apology and didn't really think too much about it. Then a few weeks later, we got another one. This time just after midnight during the late-night horror movie on Sunday, October the 1st. Again, some real peculiar stuff. I had my head engineer Frank Mars dig into this, trying to figure out how this was happening, but he couldn't figure anything out. Last Wednesday, during the 5 o'clock news, we got yet another one. People were watching with their families, and this stuff is really weird. We got that one on tape, though. It's clear that whatever this crap is, we're being deliberately targeted. I don't know if it's going to stop, but it must stop. Folks are getting freaked out, and who knows what kind of junk these nut jobs are going to show next. So that's why you're all here today. As a team, I need you to find out how these pirates are doing this, who they are, and where they are. And then we'll call in the boys in blue to shut them down. Alright, let's get some introductions going, and you can take a look at this video. I decided at the very last minute there that I wasn't going to do an American accent.
I like it.
I'm not sure if
good.
it's the right decision. I chickened out.
You can always slowly acclimate to America. Maybe you're a British guy who came over to work here.
You could probably say I'm walking here and go from there, right?
Yeah, go from there and then just like
Walking. I can't do it.
That sets you up, I think. Nail it.
go to New York and then head north. Where is Pennsylvania? It's like in the middle.
Yeah, it's not. Well, the right side of it's very close to New York.
New York.
Isn't there somewhere?
Right, so we'll get you guys doing some introductions to your characters. You're all sat around this conference table. Larry's about to show you this video, but you can all introduce yourself first. Who you are, what your name is, and why you're connected to this, basically.
I can't see the stream, so I can't see what order we're in on the player panel. So
Oh, okay. Well, you go in order then. So first up, we'll have Suki
Yeah.
Price.
okay.
Well, that works because Suki gets up out of her chair straight away and starts walking around and like aggressively shaking everybody's hand. And she's like, "Oh, nice to meet you, nice to meet you." And I'm Suki and Larry. I just want to say once again, thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm not gonna let you down.
Goes so well with this actress, this voice.
I promise I'm not gonna let you down. This is all gonna go great. We're gonna catch him. You'll book him. Maybe I'll say book him. Maybe you'll say book him. I don't know. Somebody's gonna say book him, boys. I can't wait to get started with all you. Oh, by the way, I'm the newest reporter, and well, you'll all know my name soon enough. Suki Price. Don't forget it.
Suki Price, awesome.
Lovely.
She set the level so high.
She's good at that. Ian, would you like to introduce yourself?
In comes a character which suspiciously has my accent. Ian rises from his chair, starts pacing back and forth, sort of creepily looking in everyone's eyes. Hello, I'm Ian Wanterclue, renowned sleuth, detective extraordinaire, fact finder for hire. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I bet my last dollar on it, because that's all I bloody have after the wife left me. Oh, Christ.
Oh, good.
I can solve any mystery, except from how to get into a woman's heart.
Oh.
That's my piece.
All right. So we got the reporter and the hired private eye. Tosh, would you like to go next?
The name's Tosh, D.I. Tosh Lines. I come over here about 10 years ago now from Sunhill in the UK, and I've just shown up here 10 years ago, and I see this as a good opportunity for me. The gaffer, the chief, sent me out here on a bit of a personal favour kind of situation, and if the chief asks for it, the chief gets it. So might be able to curry a bit of favour there with him. You don't know. But very curious to see what's going on here. Nice to meet you, Larry. Nice to meet you, everyone. Pleasure.
Awesome. Next up, we've got what is your character called? I didn't actually write it on here. Eggy.
Yes, Eggy.
Okay, I need to change that.
My name is Eggy. Okay. All right. Well, I am like the most awkward and exhausted-looking person in the room. I'm all hunched over with a coffee, and I've just finished my night shift because I actually work in this building. I am the wires, cables, gizmos, and gadgets girl, and I have a bit of information on some of the facts about where the dodgy signal could be coming from. Like, it has to be within range of the building. You have to be able to see the building and things like that. It has to be in certain distance, and they have to have a certain equipment to be able to broadcast it and all this type of stuff. So if you ever see a transmitter in someone's room, we would just check it out, and if it doesn't work, then I'll be able to say, yeah, this guy isn't the bad guy and stuff like that, hopefully. And I'm just hoping that if we solve this problem, they'll switch me to the day shift because I'm so sick of these night shifts and I am absolutely knackered. All the time,
Man,
basically. I don't want a pay rise.
All right.
I'm called Eggy because I'm a dork and I ate all the egg sandwiches in school. Yeah.
Love it. That's the last up. We'll do intern.
Hi everyone. I'm the intern here, and so I'm not really sure why I've been included in this task force. I don't know. Maybe that guy sees something in me, but I guess we'll find out. Like a bit about myself. Like I was born and raised in this town, as you can tell from my strong Pennsylvanian accent. So, I guess he wanted someone to operate this coffee machine. Does anyone need a coffee?
Oh yes, please. Intern.
Yes, please. I'll have another coffee. I'm
What was your
absolutely
name
exhausted.
again?
I'm the intern. Don't worry about it.
Come on, you got a name tag on there, but it's a
That
little
guy's name.
smudged.
His name's
I'm
something
sure-
weird. It's something like Garth or something.
I'm sure you won't need to remember. Okay, I'm gonna get up and head on over to the coffee
Shadow.
machine.
Amazing. All right.
That was an Office reference, if anyone understood.
Sorry, I
Get
don't.
that. All right. Yeah, Larry's he's going to show you this video. So it says, okay, quite a team, quite a ragtag team. I've tried to kind of cover every base here. You've all got different skills, and I really need this thing to be sorted out. So let's take a look at this video. We've got it queued up here, and he goes over to this portable screen in the corner. I'm going to show you an actual video. It's exciting.
Awesome.
Can you? It should work and play and sound. Can you give me like a thumbs up if you can see and hear it all right, and I'll just leave it going. Yeah, this was the broadcast intrusion that they managed to capture.
Yep. Oh my god! Oh crap. I quit.
Alright,
It's back
I'm
on,
okay
back to
again.
normalcy. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I said, pretty weird stuff. You can see why we need this
Uh-huh.
stuff off the air. Everyone watches this channel. Kids, families, we can't be having this kind of weird stuff pop up. I don't know if you pick up anything from that, but there's plenty of places you can ask around town. You've got full run of the offices here, the studios. Just please get this thing sorted out. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make, I don't think we've really used it at all before, but I'm going to make use of the notes feature in Quest Portal. So you should have a notes tab on the right hand side. And I'm going to be giving you stuff, and there's like summaries of those of the tapes. So let me try and find the right one. So if I drag that,
I've gone all real life on it and started thinking, can we find where that couch was made and someone
I
who's
was thinking
bought
of the
it in a
couch
certain
too.
amount of time and can we put out like signs of like, does anyone recognize this corridor or something?
The couch is important.
Yeah.
So you guys should be able to see in the notes. There's a section that just summarizes that video. But obviously you can watch it again at any time. But yeah, you now have.
We watch you watch us. That's not cool.
It's not great, is it? Pretty freaky.
No, I don't like that.
We're just a bunch of teenagers messing about.
Yeah, Looks like
Okay.
a
Fucking
student.
hell,
alright.
son. That's the creepiest shit I've seen since Emmerdale Farm. I don't know where this accent's going.
Where? Since where?
It's Emmerdale Farm, son.
Is that around?
Larry, my boy. Larry, my boy. Be real. Be real. I know that you, son, are going to be the mayor next year. Do you think it's got anything to do with that? You think some, pumped up kids are trying to stop you going up the apples and pears to mayoral bliss?
I don't know.
Rural planets.
It may be. I mean, yeah, it's no big secret. I'm going to be running for mayor. I would love for this thing to be out of the way. This would be a lovely win for me if I could get this sorted out. I don't know. I don't particularly have any political enemies, but I don't know. This is weird. This is not politics. There's something to check out, but this definitely doesn't look good for me, and that's the main reason I need you guys to put everything into it to get this sorted out.
We'll figure it out, Larry. I mean, Mr. Rosenbaum. I didn't mean to be disrespectful there. But we'll
Thank you,
figure it
no.
out. Put all your faith in
Best
me.
accent.
I know you will. So he leaves the room. He leaves you to it. You're in the building. Obviously, some of you, so Eggy and Intern, you guys actually work in this building, so you know.
Eggy and Intern.
Coming soon to Netflix. Yeah, you guys kind of know this building, so you're familiar with it. Some of you know the town more than others, but you have free reign now to start investigations. I can kind of give you a nudge if you need it, but it's up to you guys what to do next.
I'm a bit overwhelmed. Does anyone have anything in their notes that they would like to share?
I'm a bit curious, Larry, as to how you know my gaffer. Do you go way back, or what's the situation there, mate?
He's left
Harry's
the room.
left.
Oh fuck!
He has left.
Oh, no, he's gone.
He just shouts
It's
it.
down.
To no response.
Larry!
Tosh was actually looking around the room at the time, and he wasn't paying attention to Larry leaving, and so he's just talking with his back to him. And yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
We all look at you pitifully, I guess.
Hey, intern. Where's my coffee?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's gonna get cold.
I need another coffee. I'm going to stay awake. I've been up for 12 hours.
Come on, that's 2 coffees. Now you're behind by 100%.
Wait, that's a
Yeah,
normal
sorry.
amount of time to be up.
You're never gonna
20
get
hours.
the job.
No, 2 years. They keep me hanging.
Well, listen. I think this has something to do with radio calls. So I don't know how this stuff works. What'd you say? You were an engineer, Eggy? Is that your real name?
Oh, yes. Me? Yeah. What was the question?
You know about like radios and stuff or whatever? Wires, you said?
Yeah.
Well, let's go look at the wires.
I
mean,
know
what do you
that.
recommend?
I don't think we're going to find anything out here. I think we need to go and look at. Is the city or whatever we're in? Is it quite densely packed with buildings, or is it quite sparse?
It's pretty
Can we
it's densely
check
packed.
every building.
There's like an urban centre that's
Oh, damn.
densely packed with
Okay.
all the usual amenities, and it spreads out
Okay.
into
can't
more
check every
rural,
building.
hilly areas.
It's big enough to have a 3-story TV station.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess we could go and
Right.
talk to Frank Rose, was it?
Frank Mars was the head
Frank
engineer.
Mars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which you and AU are probably familiar with. Claire, you do have a load of information in your notes section of your character sheet.
We do. Shall I just say all of it?
I
I think.
quite a lot.
Shall I?
If it comes
Well,
up.
there is a lot, but okay. Well, the max distance that this dodgy broadcast could be coming from is 40 miles total.
That's not a big area.
Is it not? Is that a good distance?
I mean, if you're walking,
but
that's a long
basically-
way, but
Nah, that's not too bad.
the
son.
the range they have to pretend we just have this this station. Then the broadcast needs to be within 20 miles of this station, but we have three broadcast relay stations that further increase the signal's range. and they need to be within another 15, 20 miles, which makes it about 40 miles max
Right,
that they
right,
can
son.
be in.
We've already eliminated one suspect.
Oh, yeah?
Me ex-wife. Got to be 50 miles at any one time. Otherwise the courts. will-
That's not your
Where is
dodgy
she?
50-mile away wife.
That's not my wife anymore, son.
To interrupt the signal, the perpetrator would need to have a transmitter more powerful than 500 kilowatts. So if we find a transmitter, we need to check the wattage.
500, you said?
Yeah,
Is that a lot of watts?
I think so.
Okay, so 500 or greater, so 499 kilowatts is out of the question.
Yeah, exactly. And then they would probably need to be within sight of the TV broadcast antenna at the station. So while we are able to transmit shows and things like that to places that aren't in sight, like in a valley nearby, for example, if there was one, we can transmit to them. But if they're going to interrupt our broadcast, then they need to be within sight. They need to have a direct. So, you know, if
You're
we
talking
go
with
into,
their eyes, right?
yeah, I think that you can say with your eyes.
Okay, sure. We'll say
But-
we'll put with their eyes on the paper.
But I don't know if you could see 40 miles away. So it's more like basically no hills in the way. You know,
With binoculars.
no mountain breaking it up. With binoculars, yeah.
Okay. Or like on a
Um,
blimp.
So 500 kilos.
Okay,
What was it? Kilograms? Kilo what? What have you?
I have one more
quite
thing
a lot,
on
isn't
here.
it? Oh,
Yeah,
go on,
yeah.
son. Go on.
Sorry,
Don't
I
mind me,
just
I'm-
this is actually
I'm-
one
I'm
thing I
good
actually
meat, mate.
missed. There's I think maybe the first thing we should start looking into is our head engineer Frank Mars was trying to figure out how the pirates were hijacking the signal. He hasn't been to work since last Wednesday morning. So if we go to HR and find out where Frank Mars lives, maybe we can go knock at his door.
Or where he lies dead in a puddle of
Or
blood.
where he lies
Is
dead
that what
in
you're
blood.
saying? Look, I can
Yeah,
read it
or
between the
maybe
lines.
that specific couch in the video or down a hallway or something.
Oh shit, that gave me a shiver.
No, Eggy, my boy, my you know my
I'm
good
a
son
girl.
boy, laddie boy, right? 500 kilograms
Uh-huh.
of raw
Kilograms.
television power.
Yeah.
That sounds like quite a lot. Is that
Yeah.
is that residential use? Or are we talking like big
I have
equipment?
no idea, to be honest, but I'm sure my character would. I don't know.
Hefty. It's probably hefty.
character
whatever we're gonna
knows.
find.
But she's just like, I can't talk anymore about it. Where's my coffee intern?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
At this
sorry
point, I
for pouring
expect
it
you to
out.
just pour it right down
You're
my
the
gullet,
worst
intern.
intern ever.
I can't believe this. And he smells a little burnt, so
I'm going to help you
Well,
guys
why
out
don't we,
with this. Sorry, I'm going to help you guys out because there's a lot of technical stuff. We could get lost in the weeds a bit.
Okay.
There's a coverage map which I'm sending you.
Ooh.
That's just basically visually saying
Also,
what Eggy
they're
just
the
said.
relay towers I said. That,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine you might have this map on hand, Eggy, and you've probably just like shown it to
Okay.
the class.
I just whipped it out.
Yeah.
I whip it out and show everyone.
Again, I'm gonna drop that into the campaign notes so you guys should be able to look at that at any time.
So that looks like
I'll refer back to
actually
it.
less than 40 miles. It's more like 25.
I think it said
Okay.
20 miles. It's like
So,
20,
so the
20 miles.
the red circle is 20 miles.
Yeah.
So I assume the relay towers were like right on the edge of that red circle to give another 20 miles, but it's a radius.
I see.
So
yeah.
it looks like it's about 25 miles, not
Yeah.
40.
They're essentially there to cover kind of dead spots. You can see where the gaps in the circle are. So there's like mountainous regions and hills. So they have these relays high up on the hills.
Which ones are the mountains?
You see where the red
Blue.
circle kind of comes in on the edges. That's kind
Oh,
of
so
that's
like-
something blocking the signal.
Oh
they-
yeah, okay. So the orange is like the signal block. Oh, okay.
And then they use these relays, which are the
Okay.
blue circles, just to get it out
So-
to all the farmers and the people living
So
in the hills and
whoever
stuff.
did it is inside the red, not like on the bit where it's just blue. They can't be there.
And you
They
said
are
you've got to be
inside
in
the
a
red.
visual range. Is that right,
Yeah.
Sam?
So the red is the visual range.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. Sure.
Okay.
So, should we go and see this Frank Mays fella and
Yeah.
maybe give a mouth to mouth or something? I mean, I don't know if anybody else is worried, but it's a little weird that he was looking into something. We just saw
Yeah,
him
and he's
briefly
off sick or something.
off sick or dead. Yeah, could
or
be either
dead.
of those.
Can
Yeah.
we go find HR or someone who's going to give us the address, Adam, to his house?
Yeah, definitely. So you know that Frank has an office in the basement. So in the basement of this building is where all the engineering stuff goes on.
Because I work. I know
Yeah,
where
that's
he
where
is.
you work. It's kind of a mess of cables and equipment and things like that. And Frank has an office in one corner, which you could go visit. And yeah, you'd be able to find someone who could give you his address if you wanted to go straight to his home address.
Maybe we should look at his desk first.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
So
I'm used to having the map before we start moving.
Yeah,
from the
there's-
last game.
yeah, there's no actual maps in this one at all. So no.
We have to do this instead.
Please do.
You did
Let's
that
all
on
walk
purpose so that we didn't
to
all shrink and
the
grow
office.
the size of our
Yeah.
characters and stuff, right? I understand.
That was the best bit. So you're down in the basement. Yeah, it's cramped. It's,
Oh,
it's
cool.
a mess of cables, and I think the station. I think it says station has 9 engineers in total. So some of them will be here now. Some of them work different shifts. There's always someone here. And Larry's office is over in one corner. So you kind of squeeze your way through past all the junk.
I say,
and-
welcome to our den, because I'm one of the engineers.
Yeah, this is your domain for sure.
Yeah, I can smell where your desk is from all the way over here. Hey, Ian, I got a question for you, Mr. Wanna-Clue.
What, son?
Jesus, you know, you're gonna get smacked one of these days. I just wanted to say, you said you would like do some like digging around as a hobby or a professional or what?
Well, you know, I used to be quite big in the world of I've got it written down here somewhere. You know, well, you see, I used to be an accountant, right? And then I think I don't know about accountancy. It all adds up, and I like things that don't add up. You see, so trying to become a sleuth. That and my wife left me, and you know, I'm banned from the state of Utah, but you know, separate reasons. So you know, I like going out, taking statements, finding the clues, and on a sense. And you know, don't get too excited here, lads. But I reckon we could be in for a top load of wonga, more than 500 kilograms of TV's worth.
I knew I'd seen you before somewhere, Want a Clue. It's on the wanted posters at the station, isn't it? Yeah,
What for what, Bill? I did mid-time.
I'm just saying, you know, it's nice to see a familiar face around these parts.
I can't deal with that accent. Okay, so that's all well and good. I don't really care about if you wanted for something. I'm just wondering if you've had any success before. Maybe you should, you know, I don't want to mess with this presumed dead, you know, guy's desk. Maybe you should lead on this, you know.
Well, I don't know. We have got you know Mr. Blues in Twos over here, and he is a dirty rotten copper. So you know, get him in.
You watch your mouth, Sunshine. I have a long memory. I spent some time in Utah, you know. I know what you're into. Don't you worry. Happy to share it with the team if you like.
Oh, is he one of them Mormons? You from Salt Lake?
Listen, my lips are sealed currently. But you watch yourself, Want a Clue, all right?
What, son? Right
Hey,
then.
wait, what's this copper's name? Tosh. You sound like, you know, if somebody's mouth was in their nose.
Like every policeman, I know. Yes.
It's just an interesting accent. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Anyways, okay, well, yeah, lead the you know, the show, the road, and I'll follow.
Cool. You find your way into Frank Mars's office. He's the head engineer of the station. You're aware now that he's been missing since Wednesday. He's got a cramped office, fairly neat though, and it's in one corner of the basement. Let's kick things off with a little roll. Let's do if you're all inside the office looking around, or if you want to be, anyone who is, give me a spot hidden roll. So for those
I have forgotten how to do that.
Yeah, so for those who need a refresher or haven't played before, you just go to your sheet and go to your what's it called? Skills.
That's
Stats. And you just click on the appropriate skill, and it'll pop up on screen there. Look at that, that's lush.
cool.
Oh, I
And,
can't.
No idea.
and the number has to be under the number next to you, right?
Yeah, so the skills are on a percentage base. The
fail.
higher the number, the better the skill. So you roll, and you want to roll underneath that. And yeah, you guys, most of you, have a good look around and spot some things.
I've seen this room too many a times to notice anything different.
Yeah, maybe you're just a bit blind to it. So there's not much in here. Kind of bits of cabling, some things he's been working on that don't look very interesting. But you do notice a similar map on his desk that he's obviously been working on, which I will pop over to you now. So this is similar to the coverage map that we saw earlier, and you can see that Frank has been annotating it. So you can have a good look at that. Hopefully you can see that and read it all right.
What the flip is the grey woman?
I had a hard success, by the way. I rolled after everybody else.
Yeah,
So I don't know
you
if I
just
changed
saw it really well.
I saw it real good.
Yeah,
Okay.
real nice. So yeah, hopefully you can see that on Quest Portal, but I'll pop it into the public notes as well. You should be able to look at that anytime. So yeah, that's the coverage map that he's been doodling on. You can have a look at that and discuss it maybe.
Well, he's wrong about it coming from where? In town, outside town? No. You are wrong, right?
Well, probably, but I'm wondering. You see at the bottom it says 0 miles, 15 miles. You did draw a creepy little figure there on 0 miles. Maybe he's saying it's right on top of us, That's kind of creepy. If it was me, I'd want to.
There was a lightning strike at Relay 2.
Oh yeah, August 30th. Wait, when? The first one was. Oh no, the first one was September 18th, and then another one October 1st. What was the third one? Did anybody catch that? The one that we saw.
I can remind you if you need it.
Yes, please.
October the 4th, 1989.
Yeah, that
September
sounds right.
4th.
October.
October 4th.
I'll
That's
tell you
the
what'll
one.
be dead good, son. Is there like a calendar on the wall? Like, what's today's date? Anyone know? I've got to wind me watch. So according to this, it's 2:30, 22nd of February. Whatever that is.
You all right?
Good question.
I'm alright, son. But it's the last time I buy a watch from down market. Let me tell you.
Okay. Go on.
It's 10th of October today.
Okay, so we have one on September 18th, October 1st, and October 4th, right?
I think so. We'll say that.
And the
okay.
lightning strike on the 30th.
All these like diagrams and like squiggly lines and that. What's it all about?
This stuff isn't in my notes because I would love to be able to tell you, but I'm sure I know, but I'm too tired to tell you still, probably. I would love to know what that little 450 thing means at the top right with the little dome and the distance from maybe that little.
I think that's 45 degrees. Yeah.
45 degree. Oh, okay, nothing. Okay, well, I see some stuff to investigate. The lightning strike at Relay 2. We need to talk to Sandy on Thursday. Who the hell is Sandy?
Sandy is the secretary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So
What day is it, Adam?
think that-
It's the 10th of October.
Oh no, I mean day of the week. Because it says Thursday. Maybe this is an old thing. Maybe Thursday is well gone.
So that would have been. So he went missing on a Wednesday. You know. It's
okay.
Tuesday today.
Oh, okay. So it's well past.
He's been missing.
So Sandy works here as a receptionist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We should go and talk to her before we leave.
Yeah, you can do.
Okay.
Is anyone here any good with electrical repair? I only have a 10 skill for that. but I'm
Yeah,
just
hang
curious
on,
as to
I
whether
forgot about
anyone can
rolls.
decipher this.
Yeah. Can
Also,
I?
I'm particularly interested in the downward smiling face and the word blah. I wonder what he means by that. Could be quite significant.
Okay. I try and wake up, and then I'm gonna try and explain the.
I don't know if this is electrical repair or mechanical.
I'm gonna.
repair
I've got an electronics.
electronic.
Oh, I failed it by 7 points. I have 70 electronics, and I lost it. Oh, God's
Are
sake.
you a lucky person?
So my
Maybe.
electronics.
Would you say you have a lot of luck?
I'd
in
say
your
I'm saying I would think I don't because I've been asking to go days instead of working nights for years, and they won't listen to me. And that's why I'm so tired.
So yeah,
Can I put in?
for
yeah.
Snortbuckle's benefit, because he hasn't played before, when you fail a roll, there's a couple of things you can do. You can what's called push the roll, which basically lets you try again. You have to narratively justify how you're pushing the roll. I think the example they give in the book is about like trying to kick down a door, and then if you want to push the roll, then maybe you grab an object and try and lever the door open. There has to be a reason.
Well, can I take another swig of my coffee and have another look at it?
Yeah,
I've had
sure.
Yeah, because I'm so tired. So how do I push it?
The other thing with pushing rolls is that there's usually a negative consequence if you then fail a second time.
Okay, great.
Sometimes hard to justify. The other thing you can do is spending luck. So on your sheet, you've got a certain amount of luck points. You can spend those points to just adjust the roll. If you're 5 points off a success, you can spend 5 luck points to make that a success.
Can I change it? Can I just spend 1 luck point so that I get 70 instead of 71?
Well, you just one off. Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
So what do I just press down on the luck thing to turn it from 55 to 54?
I think that does it. Yeah, the little down arrow. The downside there being that luck is like a finite resource, so you're spending it, and you might have to do a luck roll later on to find out. Well, yeah, that's how it starts, isn't it?
You're gonna be addicted.
There might be a roll where you need
you
to.
want to see the youngsters I've seen on the street standing their luck. They've spent all their luck. They're really, really in trouble. It's a sorry sight, I must say.
No. Well, I've done it anyway. I've spent my luck point.
Cool. So that makes it a success. Amazing. Sam Jam, welcome in. Thanks for the raid.
Hi, Jamie.
Thank you.
Lovely, lovely Jamie.
Hello, James.
Oh, Mothzilla's here. Hey, Moth.
Yeah, welcome in. We're playing a Call of Cthulhu game. We've just started, basically, but we're investigating some strange broadcast intrusions with our little team of strange people here. So yeah, okay. You do your electronics roll based on what's here. You recognise a lot of stuff's going on here. You recognise these diagrams as him trying to figure out certain ways of hijacking the signal. There's some stuff you don't really get. He's obviously he's thinking things outside of just the standard setup of this broadcast. But it's also stuff that you are aware of already. Stuff like the 500 kilowatt transmitter. And it's not. There's nothing here that is the stuff that you don't know already. He's clearly looking at Relay 2 because of this lightning strike, but he wasn't exactly onto anything based on these notes. He certainly hadn't figured anything out that he'd written down here. He was kind of as much as in the dark as you are at the moment.
He's found the grey woman.
Yeah, you don't know what that's about.
Okay, listen. Whoever he's
Yeah.
talking about, it's not a very nice way to describe a lady, obviously, but it's concerning. I'm just wondering, should we just get straight to talking to Sandy now that we know for sure that Frank's definitely dead, and then we can talk to.
Your speculation.
How about we just send the
real-
intern to get Sandy?
As soon as you start seeing Grey Lady in your dreams, that's pretty much it for you. You're gonna. It's okay. Rest in peace, Frank. So we'll talk to Sandy, and then we'll talk to Cal.
Intern, get
Do we know-
Sandy.
Just 1 second. I'm gonna head on over to the coffee machine in the corner, and I'm gonna.
Oh, now
I'm
you
gonna
get the
make-
coffee.
I'm gonna make one sugar skim milk, and then take it up to Sandy, and try and lure her downstairs.
Oh.
That is her order.
I thought you were
Nice.
deliberately misunderstanding both commands. Like, we asked you for coffee 3 hours ago, and now you're gonna go make Sandy a coffee, but not us. Okay, great. Bye, intern.
Yeah, thank you,
While
kind
we're waiting for the intern, I was just wondering if I could sort of try and spot something hidden, just in case there's anything hidden here on this particular
idea.
document. Seems
Good
very
police
very
work.
valuable.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, give me a roll.
Did he ever bring us our coffee, by the way?
Extreme success. Damn.
There we go.
Whoa.
Let's go.
That's what
Awesome.
20 years in the force does for you. my
Hell
friend.
yeah.
Oh, what about the other 20? What did you do with those?
We don't talk about that one to Clue. You and I got history, mate. I don't forget a thing.
Fucking hell. Yeah, you study this thing with your detective vision, and you the electronic kind of stuff doesn't make much sense to you. You hold it up to the light, see if there's any hidden clues. You analyze this thing very thoroughly, but you can't. There's no kind of hidden clues on there. This stuff about the grey woman is disturbing, but it's not particularly giving you any extra information than what's obvious and what's already been told to you by the engineers around.
Tosh, you're really pressing your nose up against that thing. You finding anything out? You
I'm
just
allergic to
smelling it?
greening.
Oh, yeah, you're breaking out a little bit on your nose there. I thought maybe that was just your complexion, but
Well, it's a bit of both. I spent a lot of time drinking, you know, it'll do that to you.
you know what you need? You need to wash your face, and I think you might need a neti pot too, because them sinuses sound blocked up, mister. Anyway,
it doesn't
that
really suit the
intern.
lifestyle hygiene, so let's leave that.
Okay, sure, I didn't mean any offense by it.
Well, there's a bloody reason they call them the filth.
Oh, they do? I don't want to know. Where's that intern? I just start like grab a broom or whatever I can find and just start banging on the ceiling. Hey, intern! He'll get scared. He'll start crying and he'll run back there.
I don't know where I am at this point.
So you've gone up to
Is the
find.
intern back yet?
Yeah, so
Mr.
he's
Sandy,
gone up to find Sandy. She's in the reception on the front desk. You would have seen her as you came in, but she was very grateful because you got her exact right coffee order.
Aww.
And she's pretty keen on you. And you spoke to. What did you speak to her about?
I asked her if she could come downstairs and have
Okay.
a look at this with us, because we found her name on a map in Frank's office. Wondering what she knew about it.
Good work, intern.
Tell you what, intern, it's lovely
Fine.
to see you. I wondered where you'd gone. I could murder a cuppa. Two
what-
sugars,
what-
pal, all right.
Your order is black 2 sugars, Tosh.
Perfect. No, milky.
I want
Uh,
4 espressos.
I want
Yeah, he's-
50% milk.
He strikes me as a kind of a milky loving guy, if you know what I mean.
Okay, milky 2 sugars, 4 espresso. All right.
You
I
owe
don't
me
know,
about
machine.
3 coffees by now, so yeah, maybe a double shot in mine as well.
Is Sandy
shot.
with him now? Has he gone back to make coffee and Sandy's here with us? Did he
Yeah, I
bring
guess so.
Sandy?
Yeah, I guess she came down.
Okay, good. Too right.
I lost track.
How's it going, Sandy?
Yeah, so Sandy, the receptionist, she's kind of a middle-aged lady. She's been working at the station for years, and yeah, you would have seen her as she came in, so she's kind of aware of you guys in the building. She's vaguely aware of what's been happening. She hasn't seen any of the broadcasts herself, but she's the first point of contact for the station, so she would have been aware of it because people have phoned up and complained.
I like your brooch, Sandy.
Oh, thank you, Sugar. It's nice to meet you. Can I help you at all?
Well,
Sandy, we just found this thing on Frank's desk, and it says to talk to Sandy on Thursday. Got records of complaint call locations. Could you please mark those locations on our map for us?
Sure. Yeah, he briefly mentioned it to me. We passed in the corridor, and he said he was keen to get the locations of all the complaints. I noted them down. We had quite a few about these weird broadcasts. So yeah, I've got that. Let me just go find it in a minute. And she goes back up to her desk, and she comes back, and she's got this handy dandy map, which is a record of exactly where every complaint about these intrusions and where they were located. She's a very good record keeper.
Whoa.
Well, I'll be damned.
So,
Okay,
study of
the
that.
lightning strike is again where all the complaints came from.
Is it okay if I get back to my desk? I've got to man the door and the phone. Just let me know if you need anything else.
Thanks,
Well, thanks so
Sandy.
much.
And
Yep,
we were
good
very
enough, Sandy.
sorry to hear about Frank's passing as well.
Oh, he's
Frank-
not. We
Frank's
don't know
dead?
if he's dead.
Oh my god, I didn't
have
know.
my-
He's been off
Thanks for your
sick.
help. Thank you
Sandy,
for
we
your help.
don't know that. It's speculation. It's always fine.
Oh, I won't worry, love. He passed you in the corridor. That's all we meant. It's all we meant. We're just sorry. He just saw a smell.
Yeah, sure.
Can I just say, we are finding quite a lot of stuff quite early. I love it. Like, nice maps going on.
Yeah, you're pros at this.
So the lightning strike is where the majority of the complaints came from.
It
Well,
looks
around
like
Relay
that.
2, which was also the location of the lightning strike. So, yeah, I mean, looking at this map, it seems pretty obvious we got to be checking out Relay 2 first.
Are you holding my coffee behind your back or something, intern?
It's brewing.
Okay. Yeah, it's taking its
Wait a minute,
time. That's all
sorry.
I'm saying.
Okay, it's done now. I'm gonna turn around and make two extra shots, 4 espresso, milk, 2 sugar. Here you go, pals.
Thank you very much. You're a
Okay,
good
actually-
intern, you know.
Sorry. So I'm getting too serious about this. I'm going past the comedy. I'm just like,
Someone has to.
It's
sorry. I'm like, all right, guys, no, we have to figure this out.
Does anybody have like a tractor or something we can get into and drive over
Well, one of the things I'm noticing, like it's not actually that the majority of the complaints came from the lightning strike necessarily, but Relay 2 is the only location where complaints came from behind like mountains and stuff. On Relay 3 and 1, no complaints came like behind mountains and things.
Oh,
I
so
don't
it
know
must
what
have been bounced off.
I don't know
Relay
what that
2.
means.
That's what you're saying, son.
Very interesting, very astute.
So are you saying that there's something else at work here because it has to have line of sight?
Yeah.
Look, you see, son. Most of the X's, down the 10, they're between us and Relay 2. You see, sort of like northwest. There's like quite a few, but other places, there's only 1 or 2. I think it's to that. If you can see both the places, then you're complaining. Like my ex-wife.
Do we have
that make
an
sense?
actual map that we can look at?
Can
Because
I-
this is just a contour map.
Yeah.
There isn't, no. Which means it's not that important.
Can I say something else? Like, our station is able to broadcast our normal television
Mhm.
to inside all those blue stuff, like in behind the mountains on all 3 of those blue circles. Why did the dodgy transmission, which was on our channel, not seem to go to the ones behind the mountains on 3 and 1?
So
only-
Because surely it should have.
I'm not entirely sure about that, but you would assume that the signal's going from the main mast right in the centre there, and it's spreading out to the limits of that red circle, and then the relays are used to kind of boost it
We don't
further.
know for sure that it's coming from the middle one, though, do we? Because they could have, the baddies could have done their signal of their dodgy video to any of the relay towers as well, right? Or does it have to go to the main place?
They would have had to interrupt the signal.
Could they?
So the signal goes from the middle
Yeah.
and then bounces out to the relays.
Right, out to the relays. So we can't do the other way around. Okay.
Mm.
Got an idea.
So why did only relay 2? Why did only
So-
relay 2 transmit it beyond the mountains?
So in order to interrupt, they have to have line of sight. So was it somewhere where they maybe had line of sight of the main mast and relay 2, but not relay 1 and 3? Is that maybe what it is? So like maybe somewhere in between, or
Based on what Adam just said, that like it could, that line of thought is thinking that they would have been able to transmit it to relay 2, but they can't. They have to do it to the main mast, and then it goes out to the other relays. Is that like?
okay, well we could rule out relay 1 and 3 because it's clear that it didn't connect to either of those because there weren't any complaints in the extended blue area.
For some reason. Yeah.
Ooh. Can
Well,
we?
look.
Notes again.
Wait, who's Cal? Maybe we can ask Cal about this. Maybe some kind of a radio guy or something. I don't know if it's a man. It could be anybody. Could be a cat. There's only one letter off from cat.
Much to think about.
Although there were some. Sorry. What? Why don't we ask some of those geezers out there? I mean, there's always people working here. You've got to keep the news on. I mean, we don't want old Doris at home missing, American bargain hunt, do we? So let's speak to them. Surely one of those brain boxes out there, they'll know why, it went to 2, but not 1 or 3.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? We should go ask who?
Yeah, so sorry, I went too far.
Can
into
I do
flow.
another roll on the electronics to talk about what I was just talking about, Adam?
Yeah.
Like, because I Claire cannot work it out, but maybe my character can.
Yeah, it is. I would say don't get too hung up in like the technical things of how radio works. You basically know that.
Okay.
Based on these complaints, it's so the signal's broadcast from the centre where the TV is made, where you are now, and it goes out to the relay station. So the only places where people have seen these intrusions is from the main mast and from relay 2. For whatever reason, you don't know, the signal is being relayed from 3 and 1. No one saw anything. But the main mast and relay 2 seem to be where the complaints come from.
I'm gonna, without thinking about it too much, then pretend it's obviously gonna be close to relay 2 then, or in the middle or to relay 2. The baddie is gonna be around there, I think. Without thinking about it too much.
Should we go and speak to some of the engineers that are working
Yeah.
in the other room, the main office? Because there might be weather or something, so there might be a reason for it.
Yeah. But yeah, you yourself, Eggy, you're not entirely sure, because you're not entirely sure how this is happening, but it looks like something with relay 2.
So do an electronics roll, or is it?
I wouldn't bother because you kind of know what you know.
Okay. I'm overthinking, I think.
Yeah. So you can chat to some of the engineers out there. They don't give you that much. Some of them express their worries about Frank. He hasn't been seen in a while. One of them says he's out on one of his benders. Some of them are worried. Some of them are not so worried. He kind of comes and goes. And they were aware of these intrusions. None of them know exactly how it could be done. They're aware of other places this has happened, but they don't seem that worried about it. They're freaked out by it because it's very weird, some of these videos. Some of them haven't seen any of them. Some of them seen the video that they recorded, and I think one of the engineers probably caught one of them live, but they don't make a habit of recording the outgoing signal completely. So it's only by luck that they managed to catch one of them. But yeah, they express some worry about Frank. They say that Frank was working on it. But they don't really give you any more technical information than you've got already from those maps and from Frank's notes. No one's going to come out and say this is how they did it. They used this device. but they when you show them the map with the complaint logs, they say it's definitely worth checking out. There's something around Relay 2 that there's some strange reason why that one is broadcasting it and none of the others.
I really
And,
want to ask if anyone has a car, and can we just drive straight there and go look at Relay 2
Or a tractor.
or a
Anything
tractor?
with wheels.
Or a
with
tractor.
wheels.
We should go to the relay then. Is that like the consensus? Should
Yeah.
I
go?
think that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
We should just have
I
that.
feel like Ian would have a car for picking up ladies since his divorce. Ian, do you have a
An
car?
assumption.
I'm trying to think of what sort of cars like sad old men would be driving in the US in the late 80s.
Oh, like not a Buick, a Rolls Royce maybe.
Didn't she take all the money?
Yeah, she'd take
Oh,
all the money,
yeah.
so.
Then he's driving a Buick.
All right, gang. Yeah, up in the old Lovemobile, the Buick. And
He does. He has a Lovemobile.
No. It's nothing seedy. You know, I love to drive, so hop in.
Oh. Cool.
Okay. So you leave the station building. You head out into town. It's getting even gloomier now, and it's foggy, and there's a kind of a slight rain starting to spit down. You notice that there seems to be, particularly Tosh and Ian, with your investigative background, you notice there's a lot of missing persons posters up. Some of them more than you would normally see in a town of this size. Anyway, stapled to telephone poles and stuck on windows and things like that. It's just something your acute brains have picked up on.
I don't like it. They've all
Sort of,
ended up in the corridor on that couch.
I think
Casting
they met
couch.
the grey lady.
Oh,
I'm
no.
used to seeing sort of missing cat, missing dog, but I'm seeing like missing Barry, missing Stephen,
Yeah.
Missing
Laura.
Harry.
and it's concerning me, I must say.
It's strange, isn't it, Tosh? What's your name? Tosh, yeah.
Tosh, yes, Tosh.
There's particularly one that
Oh.
stands out to you.
Jason.
Missing
Did he see the grey woman? There's an upside down Illuminati sign. Sad face. Rob? Who's Rob?
Rob. Maybe he got robbed.
Jason Stein. Wait,
Oh yeah,
Jason.
they robbed Jason. Yeah.
If we
Didn't
see
he
Jason, we'll have any
did he
information
see the
on that.
grey lady?
Do we? Maybe Tosh. Does anyone recognise that symbol on the top right? Is it? I don't know. Affiliated. to anything that you
Yeah, can we do
recognise?
spot hiddens?
What is it you're trying to find exactly? Because everything's there on the poster.
I would like to know if anyone knows Laura Stein, to be honest.
I think it looks
Yes.
kind of occult. The symbols.
Or if
on it.
anyone
I'm wondering
recognises
if
the
anyone
symbols.
is an expert in the occult.
Yeah, if anyone's wants to do an occult roll, you could try and identify symbols.
Uh,
You probably don't. I don't think many of you do have good skill, but
I have 5. I failed
No.
massively.
yeah.
That's like I fell over and accidentally put on a
was
Christian
close.
symbol or something.
That's close.
I'm opting not to try.
Hey, kids, you know, September 18th, that was when they had the first broadcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
10:15,
Oh, shit.
he should have been in school. Did he just disappear from school? From his home?
Are the
Why would he go
broadcasts
home?
making people disappear?
You think he was
like-
like watching TV, was homesick or something, and then he
Like
saw that grey
Ringo.
lady, and then he just got like sucked up into the air?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you ever seen
I
that
don't
movie,
like this game anymore!
Poltergeist? I went and saw that in the movie theater. Stupid movie, but anyway, maybe it was something like that. Okay,
Looking at that video
Jason.
again with the creepy face at the bottom, I really don't like it.
So
Does-
we
Sorry.
yes, that number.
It says on the poster to call 911. So does Tosh, as a police officer, have any awareness of this?
Oh, yeah.
maybe?
Is Tosh having 8 calls or something?
It's
a good question.
I think there is something in your notes about missing people. I don't think there's anything specific about Jason Stein, but you could probably put in some calls.
Just a sec.
I think we should go to this address and speak to this woman and find out, was he home?
Oh, is there an address
Was he
on
watching TV or
There
something
is.
like that?
I've forgotten his name. The chief engineer that went missing. Should we maybe go to
Oh,
his
cool.
address as well? Like.
Oh yeah, can we go? Okay, can we ask Ian to turn the car around and go to this address instead?
Where are we going first?
The Laura Stein's house?
Yeah.
Or Shandy Street is that nearby?
So I mean,
What was the other option? I thought there was only one
well, so
option.
we got 3 options. So we can go
Oh.
to. Well, we don't have Laura Stein's address because it's not on the poster.
It's on the.
It's 446.
It says his home last seen 446
sorry,
Shandy
it's not
Street.
that.
I assume that's Laura Stein's house.
There's there's a missing engineer as well. We could go to his address. The chief engineer. I forgot his name.
Oh yeah.
I think we ought to do both, really.
There's also Relay
okay.
2, which we should eventually visit. But I feel like
Yeah.
we should maybe get some clues, like
Let's do that,
witness
yeah.
statements first.
Jason's
okay.
mother, then R.I.P. Frank's house, and then we'll go to the.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So,
This kid's
Jason's mother.
house, then Frank's, then the relay.
Oh,
I,
fucking hell, son. I know I said I love to drive, but they're taking the mickey here, son. Right, we
it'd
go
be
to
great
this.
if possible, if we could stop at a phone, if there's somewhere, just so that I can check in with some of the lads at the station.
Oh,
about a
cool.
couple of things. But yeah, sorry, I interrupted you there, Ian.
Oh,
Well, as soon as we
perfect.
see one as we're driving, if we see a phone book box, Adam,
Yep.
then
Oh.
we'll stop.
No worries, son. Right, I've not got my map. I don't like Ordnance Survey, do I? But let's go on down to the Casa del Stein, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You figure it out. It's not too far away. It's kind of in the same part of town as the TV station. Doesn't take you long to get there. Maybe about 20 minutes.
Do we pass a phone on the way?
Yeah, you probably do. Because you're in kind of the town centre. So we'll say there's a phone that you jump out, and Tosh makes a call. And yeah, tell me what you're doing there.
So yeah, I'd like to talk to the. He's sort of whispering here. I'd like to talk to the chief, please. Can you put me through, please, Sally?
Yeah. So you're in contact with the police, the Summit Heights police. They're aware of people going missing in town, and it's starting to become more than normal. There's always, it's a big town, small city, so there's always stuff going on. There's always missing people, but there seems to be a lot more at the moment. This one's particularly worrying because obviously it's a young child. They're aware he was missing. They give you the details of the case, which was the details on the poster, but also that his mum is just incredibly distraught, and he was just a normal kid, and he seems to have gone missing from his front room while watching cartoons, and they can't figure it out. They couldn't find any evidence of struggle or anything like that, and they seems that the doors were locked. The mum was only away for a few minutes, and they have got no leads on the case at the moment.
Are there any other similar incidents that are unexplained at the moment in this area, and do you happen to have the dates of those?
Good question. They're aware of Frank Mars. He hasn't been officially reported missing, but they're aware of it because Larry Rosenbaum is in touch with the police, and he mentioned that one of his chief engineer hadn't been seen for a while. He's not officially on their case books yet. There's a few other people that seem to have gone missing that have been reported, and yeah, around basically it seems to be a kind of an uptick in the last few weeks.
Can I please roll? Well, first of all, I just realized I have a camera, so I'm gonna take a picture of this missing person's
Mm-hmm.
photograph, and then I'm going to also, if you don't mind, roll a sneak. What kind of sneak do I have?
Yeah, the sneakiest one.
I want to sneak up behind Tosh and with my recorder and try and record his conversation.
Okay. Do a sneak roll.
I love that we're still suspicious of Barmies from the last game.
No, I just
Fair
wanna,
enough.
I want to report on what
I'm
he's
not.
talking about.
I'll never be suspicious again. I feel so bad.
I will say that Tosh is sort of hesitant to reveal this information back to the team, and that's because I think it's okay to say why. The chief is very worried that anything like this might cause a public panic.
Okay.
So he's being a bit hesitant about sort of revealing this, but he's pursuing it, and he may decide to reveal it to the team at the moment. But at the moment, it's in his pocket. But currently, at least, until it hits the tabloids here.
Well, then I hope you don't see me sneaking up behind you with my tape recorder.
Let's find out
Did
if he
you?
does.
was an emergency
Oh, you
spot,
fail! You fail! You snuck so bad.
What
So,
are you
yeah.
playing at over there?
I am sorry. Over there, I'm right behind you. Listen, I like the sound of your voice. I thought I might. It's kind of creepy, but I might listen to it later and help me go to sleep.
I get that a lot.
Weird. It's not weird. It's just.
I get that a lot. You might be interested in my series of audiobooks, reading.
Oh.
I really like this cop man now.
I'm so
get
relieved
that a
I'm
lot.
mad. I thought I might be in trouble. I thought you might put me in handcuffs. Yeah, that's why. Well, I'm glad they were all good then. Okay, let's go see. Actually, guys, just wanna reconvene on our plan to go see Mrs. Stein. I don't know. She's gonna be crying and stuff. Maybe we skip it. We already know everything we need to know.
When I've played games with Adam offline, I've been the most annoying player because I just want to go and do weird shit. But right now, all I want to
Correct.
do is go to a print shop and create a campaign of "Don't watch your telly,"
Well,
and just make sure everyone in the entire area does not watch TV anymore. But
well, we're
I
due
won't
for
do
another
that.
broadcast.
You can do it. You can do anything. The beauty of
Can I
role
do
playing.
that? Well, I have to have everyone want to do that as well. Does anyone want to
You can split up.
do that? Can I go off?
Yeah.
Can I
Wait,
go
I
to a
got-
print shop
You do
and
whatever you
start a
like.
TikTok account called "Turn Off Your Telly"? The
What
grey
account,
woman will
sorry?
get ya.
Yeah, you know what you could do. You know about.
I'm just so sleep deprived. I've lost my mind, and I fully immediately believe what is happening.
You could send out a radio signal to people, tell them not to
Oh yeah.
watch their TV for it. Although you might get fired if you do that because they want them to watch their shows, don't they?
I'll do it anonymously.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah. I
say
don't
go
mind
for it.
being gone for 10 turns or whatever.
Yeah,
Well,
that'll
as
probably
long as you
take some
don't
time to
mind,
put together.
Missing out on Frank Mars because
I think there's going to be another death in this story, and maybe we can prevent it.
We don't know anyone's dead yet. It's just missing.
It's true.
And it just happens to be some student putting their films up on our airwaves. Like, it's
Yeah.
all circumstantial.
Yeah, this isn't Call of Cthulhu
It'll
or
be,
anything.
it'll be fine.
Okay, intern, sure.
We just
Does
haven't
anyone
had
want to
the
persuade
coffee
me
'cause I
out of that
haven't been
because it's just a
making
bit
it.
outlandish?
No, I think you should go for it.
Okay, I'm going. I'm getting out. I'm calling a taxi to my banged up Beetle.
Right.
I'm gonna go to the print shop.
Yeah, yeah. Do it. So what you do? You're gonna print off posters.
Print off loads of posters.
Put them up.
Don't watch your TV or the grey woman will get you.
Nice. I like it. I think you should actually use your Photoshop skills to make those for next session.
Okay, I'll do it. I will do it. That is my homework.
Nice. Okay. So
I am no longer in your car.
Eggy is off at the print shop. Where are you guys heading? Are you staying together? Yeah, you don't have to all stick together in these games.
So, just trying to piece this back together in my head. So we pulled over. Tosh has got out, used the phone, and now Eggy's gone off. I'm assuming she said where she's going. Blah blah blah. So should we recap on the phone conversation? That's a sensible place to pick up.
Yeah, I'm just following up a couple of leads at the moment. Nothing really to share at present, but I'll let you know as soon as anything crops up. I'm definitely keen to go and speak to this young lad's family and explore. I went a bit Australian there. I need to be very careful.
Cracky.
Just very keen to.
We went back in the nose then.
Yeah, just need to raise the register again. Just speak to the family and see what's going on there. Nothing to share at the moment, but there's maybe a lead there.
All right. I really don't want to go see this crying lady, but if you think we need to, let's do it.
Let's go. Okay.
Yeah. No problem. You head over to what was it? 446 Shandy Street. Yeah, not too far away. You pull up to. I'll move my sheet. Sorry. Yeah, you pull up to. It's a small old house sitting on a street filled with small old homes. There's a small alleyway between the houses leading to a little backyard, and you go up and knock on the door, and fairly quickly, who you assume to be Laura Stein, opens the door, and she looks, even without doing a psychology roll, you can tell she looks anxious and she's unsure of why people are coming to her door, and she just says, "Yes, can I help you?"
I'll just push Tosh in front of him.
Yes, hello there. Hello. I gather you've had some difficult news. I wonder if we could come in.
Yeah, of course. Is this about Jason?
It is, I'm afraid, ma'am. Yes.
Oh, jeez.
He doesn't laugh. I don't even know why that made me laugh. I'm terribly sorry. I find this all very troubling.
Is there news? Have you found him?
No, I'm afraid not. But we are still proceeding with our inquiries, and we'd like to just sort of hear a bit more about the situation from you, in the hope that we can find little Jason.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm just glad they're putting more people on the case. I've told this story to the police, and nothing seems to be happening. Who are you people? Are you with the police?
You could say that. I mean, I am. We've got different backgrounds, but you could consider us a bit of a crack team, I suppose you could say. They've really put the experts on the case. As you can see, why don't we just briefly introduce ourselves? Intern, why don't you?
I'm the intern. Don't mind me.
Yeah, why don't you go make us some coffee? Do you mind if he makes us some coffee?
Do you have a kettle, Mom?
Sorry, Mom. Do you mind if I make some coffee for everyone?
Yeah, sure. The kitchen's through that way. Help yourself.
I will never recover from. Barbie's laughing in character. That was a woman's missing child.
Shocking behaviour.
Oh God. Okay. Right. Well, your son's missing, huh?
Yeah,
Terrible.
What do you need to know? I can tell you the story. I've told it to the police many times. September 18th, we were watching cartoons on WSHP TV. He was just sitting in front of the TV drawing pictures. This was about 10:15 a.m. I left the room for 5 minutes just to sort out the laundry, and then he was just gone. His crayons on the floor, his drawings on the floor, no sign of him. All the doors were locked, all the windows were shut. There's no way he could have left the room without coming past me in the laundry room. And he's just gone, and he's just gone. And she breaks down in tears, which I'm not a good enough actor to portray.
I'll wince.
Mind if we take a look around? at the room he was in?
Yeah, of course. I haven't touched anything. The police told me not to interfere, but yeah, it's right through this way. And she leads you kind of through the kind of reception room into a room at the back. It's kind of a beat up but comfy looking sofa. There's a small 80s TV in one corner, and various kind of knickknacks and bits and pieces. She's clearly not rich. She's living in a small house. She's a single mum, but it's a comfy, cozy home. And you immediately see on the floor, you can actually see his pages of colouring and his crayons that are still there in front of the TV. She hasn't moved it for fear of kind of tampering with evidence or anything.
Please tell me that's a prop.
It might
Are
be.
you about to see the Green Lady?
You can have a closer look at the colouring.
Yes, immediately.
Okay.
What's this then, son? Crayons? What's each been drawing?
Oh,
my
no!
God. No.
I have goosebumps. I don't like that.
That's horrible.
Ma'am, I don't like that.
Yeah, he used to just draw like cute things. It's pretty freaky. I don't know. He never mentioned this at all. I don't know what it's about. I think that's why I didn't want to touch it.
At this point,
did
I'm gonna come through with a tray of coffee. Just look at the picture. It's like, oh, that's fucked up.
What's your language, intern, okay?
Sorry, coffee.
Yes, please, thank you.
And madam, what was your dear boy? Was he saying anything unusual, on the day?
No, he was his normal self. He was his normal happy self. We were just having a nice morning watching cartoons. I don't know. I can't give you any more information. He was here 1 minute and then he was gone.
So you say that this drawing that he's done here was what he was working on at the time that he would have disappeared?
Yeah, I didn't see him. I didn't see him drawing it, but it was there when he was gone.
Hey, ma'am, I got this poster. I brought the poster with me. It says on here on the missing persons poster, it says Rob. You know anybody called Rob?
No one either. I mean, I don't have lots of friends and family around, but I don't know. Maybe just graffiti.
Okay. What about this symbol here? And I'll show her the little things. Symbols.
I don't know. I don't know. Someone's just graffiti one of my posters, which is just a horrible thing to do. But I don't recognise the symbols. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Madam, I hate to ask such troubling questions, but on the day he went missing, was anything amiss? Not with him, but like the weather, static electricity, that sort of thing. Did anything feel wrong?
Nothing particularly. We've had a couple of storms recently. It's been pretty grey and grim. Nothing weird with the weather. I mean, Jason was saying he's been having headaches for a little while, but other than that, he was completely fine.
Hey, ma'am, you ever seen the movie Poltergeist? Pretty new.
No, I don't really like horror movies.
Oh, okay. So you don't know nothing about like the goop scene. That's probably for the best.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll watch it one day. I'm not really in the right
Oh
frame
no,
of
I
mind
don't
right now.
No, it's not very good.
Like Gwyneth
How
Paltrow?
long?
Or
How long
Worst.
had he been having these headaches for?
I don't know. Like not long, a couple of weeks or something. Yeah, he'd been complaining that his head had been hurting, and usually he's such a happy boy, but it didn't seem to bother him that much. I guess it was just the air pressure or something, or maybe he wasn't drinking enough. I'm not sure.
Is this the only drawing that we see?
Yeah, that's the only thing there.
A couple of weeks would take us potentially sort of around, So if he disappeared on September the 18th, that would take us around August the 30th, would you say? Would be a sort of time when he might have had these headaches coming on?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. He was I'm so busy all the time, you know. That sounds about right.
Interesting.
Can we turn on the TV?
Oh, I don't know about that. Do we have to?
You can.
Like this. Oh, madam. I keep asking these strange questions, but can we pop the telly on?
Yeah, it's working. And she flicks it on, and it's tuned to WSHP TV. It's playing some sort of news segment at the moment.
Sorry, that's a bit meta. Is this like the only TV channel in like the area? Like, is it like a sort of like?
It's the one that most people watch. You can pick up like national broadcasts. The signal can be a bit spotty because it is a bit of a remote city, and most people kind of just stick to this one because it shows like syndicated stuff, but it shows local news and things like that as well. So it's pretty popular in the town. But you can pick up other more national broadcasts as well. Sometimes quite spotty, especially in the rural areas.
Ma'am, this person in the drawing, not your son, but the other person. They look like anybody you know, maybe a family member.
No, I don't know anyone with a big old bald head like that. He looks like an alien or something. I don't know. He had a pretty active imagination. I just don't know why he drew himself looking sad in the picture. That's what worries me.
Go ahead, Ian. You look really eager to go your frothing at the dance. Never seen anything like that.
No, I shouldn't. No, I'm not gonna say anything.
Go ahead, spit it out. If it's in your head, it's on the table. That's what my grandma used to always say, anyway.
Oh, I don't know, madam. The character was a bit like E.T. Have you seen that movie? Oh, it's been about 7 years, so he might be a bit young.
Are you? Oh, ma'am. I'll snap my fingers. I know it's not right, but that's what I'm gonna do.
Yes. Anyway.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to Suki then. You talking to?
No. I was talking to Mrs. Mother of Jason.
Yeah, I think he might. I think I might have shown him ET once. I don't know. He likes to draw lots of things. He drew monsters. He drew fun stuff. It's pretty disturbing, isn't it? I don't like the sad face, and I don't like the eye on the TV. Kind of creeps me out. I haven't been watching much TV recently.
You'd say those are more disturbing than the creepy skin sheathed person behind him?
No, I mean, yeah, this
Sorry for saying skin sheath.
he never really drew something that scary before.
Yeah. Okay, you mind if I keep this?
I don't know. The police might want to. They didn't seem that interested. I just left it there. I figured you're not supposed to tamper with evidence, right? But I guess if you're investigating, you can have it.
Rest assured, we are the police. I am.
Well, I don't have any other questions. Do you guys have any other questions? Actually, I do have a question, but it's for Ian. Just real quick, how come some people you call little lad and little boy and stuff, and some people you call madam?
Well, you got to show proper respect to dear old woman whose son's gone.
She's not that old. She's
gone
like
disappearing.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
He was here, and now he's gonzo. So at least I can do is give her a bit of TLC.
You have something about you. You really talk with your whole. You got like a turkey thing going on. I like that about you.
Yeah, my dad
Sorry.
had it. He called it the cottony neck.
Adam,
Yes.
I have made the poster. Can I come
Whoa.
back?
Oh my gosh.
I've sent it to you.
great.
So,
Yeah.
so is that the right amount of time for me to have finished at the print shop?
Yeah. Let's cut back to you. We'll leave you guys there, leaving Laura Stein's
I've
house.
sent you the file to put into our notes if you want
Jeez
to.
Louise. This is intense.
I'm making it very official. It's law. I'm doing the law.
I like it.
It's actually happening. You told me to do it. I did it.
No, I like it. I might. I don't know if I got a good way to get that onto here now.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I will do.
It's just been-
Let's just play out this bit. So, you spent some time. You're at this print shop, and you clearly have some maybe graphic design is a hobby of yours, or it's something you're into. But you've designed these posters. And you're printing them off, and the kind of evening's rolling in now. You guys have spent a bit of time at this TV station, and this has taken you a while to sort all this out. And as you leave, you just feel suddenly a bit uneasy, and you're leaving this print shop that's on kind of the outskirts of town.
Really?
Where are you heading now? Are you heading back to try and meet up with everyone? Are you heading back to your home?
Well,
or?
I would have thought I would have texted Susie. Is her name Susie? Susie Sue or something? What's her name?
What year is it?
Yeah, there's
Suki
no texting.
Price. I've totally texted Suki Price and saying, "Where are you headed next? Shall we?
You haven't texted me because it's
Can I
1989.
Shall I meet you at Frank's address? I'm saying, shall I meet you at Frank's address next?
I didn't get your text, sweetheart. It's 1989.
Oh, I'm gonna head to Frank's house and wait for you guys because you did say you were going there next.
Good.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. That's
Yeah.
the kind of text I can receive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. So
Yeah.
you've managed to find Frank Mars' address, who was the head engineer of the station, and you're waiting there a little while. You're not sure exactly when they're going to turn up. You assume it's not going to take too long to talk to this woman, but you've been hanging around for about 20 minutes outside this address. You didn't want to go check it out yourself, so you're waiting for everyone else. And you start to feel a bit uneasy, and you kind of get a slight headache, and you're thinking, like, maybe you haven't drunk enough today, and maybe too much coffee, and you've been staying up late, and you're feeling a bit awful, and you just kind of get this slight shooting pain in kind of in the left side of your head, and as you're just kind of hanging around on these corners, you just
Oh my god.
get this slightly odd sensation of something possibly looking out at you from like around the corner, and it
Why is
just
it like a telly? Am I seeing telly lines?
no, that's kind of just the style of the images in the book.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Don't read too much into that, but I like
Okay. Sorry.
it. And yeah, you're sure you saw something poking out from behind the corner of that
Oh my god.
building there, but you're not quite sure.
I don't like that.
The feeling kind of passes, and the headache kind of subsides, and but you can't quite shake the feeling that something was there. Like you saw some movement, or even just a feeling.
Just around the
There's
corner
some-
of the building at Frank's.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Obviously, doesn't matter that it was at Frank's. So. Oh my god.
And you're still standing there on your own, waiting for these guys. It's getting a bit gloomier. The fog's still kind of rolling in. The light's starting to fade on this day, and you just suddenly start to feel quite uneasy.
Can I just yell out? I know you're watching me.
Yeah. Nothing happens, but
Stop. Can I say stop watching me?
yeah, and the feeling kind of passes, and your headache kind of subsides, and kind of try to shake it off. And about 5 minutes later, everyone else pulls up in their whatever car we decided on, and yeah,
Oh.
you are now all stood outside Frank Mars' apartment building.
I'm gonna share immediately what I just felt with everyone.
Mhm.
Shit.
I swear I saw someone, guys. I've just felt really uneasy. I don't know if I felt like I was being watched or something, because Adam didn't say that.
Is it Frank?
Oh.
Did you see Frank?
No, I don't think it's anything to do with this place. I think I felt like it would have happened no matter where I was. I'm in the signal area, maybe.
Oh.
I don't know.
think they're sending signals to our
But
brains.
guys, check out my sweet design for my poster. Can I show them? I want to show them.
Yeah. I might be able to get it up real quick. Give me a second. You guys have a conversation or something. I'll see if I can pull it up real quick.
What did you find out at the little kid's house? I was
Oh.
literally gone for some of that. I didn't hear all of it.
Oh mate, he was doing some proper creepy drawings. He drew him looking sad. Fucking I don't know, E.T.
Eating?
I think him looking
no,
sad is like she kept, harping on about that.
the,
for-
Oh, easy.
the extraterrestrial, E.T. go home.
Yeah, that's the one.
He might have phoned out first, but he went. That's the key point.
Ooh.
Well, we know little what's his name, Jason. He did meet with the Grey Lady, and she was. I called her a skin sheath. That's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.
Who met with the grey lady?
Well, we don't know.
Oh, the little boy.
but
Jason.
He drew a sort of grey, sort of browny character. So it was either
The
E.T.
sheep.
or the Grey Lady, the meat sheath.
You made it worse. That actually makes me feel a little bit better. Well,
Guys, I
anyway,
just
big
want to
head.
quickly say, I know I've gone all in on this, but I just have this really weird feeling that like something is actually true about these little weird notes that people are making on things. I don't know if
What
it's
do you
because I
mean?
haven't slept in 3 days, but maybe. That's good. But I have a weird feeling.
You keep saying that. Is that in real life, Claire, or is that in the game?
No, because you said I had a weird feeling, so I'm telling them I have a weird feeling.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm just trying to fill the gaps while you're putting the poster up.
I'm gonna have a look
Because
at her
that
and
poster is now everywhere.
I'll have a look at her and see if her hair.
I paid some
standing out.
teenagers outside the print shop to put
Hair
them everywhere.
standing out or anything like that. Like like a static hair thing. Is that happening?
Oh,
to
yeah.
you?
Yeah, that's what it feels like, but in my brain.
But is her hair standing out? I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it. Oh my!
Like
Oh,
staticky,
ask Adam.
like when you rub a balloon.
Adam, is my hair standing on end?
No, you don't notice. You guys, when you turned up, you saw she was visibly shaken and seemed a bit anxious, but nothing physically wrong. No hair standing on end.
Good. No electric in the air.
How are you feeling, intern? Jesus,
Well, I'm
I didn't
looking
even
Nobody's ever been
see
asked
you.
that.
I'm looking at this flyer and I'm concerned, Eggy. I'm concerned because if I saw this posted up somewhere, I wouldn't stop watching my TV. I'd be concerned for the person putting it up. It looks like a conspiracy theorist.
Well, I figured that either I'm wrong and no harm done, or I'm right and maybe we'll save someone.
Very altruistic of you.
I'm
just-
gonna put the picture in our Discord.
Yeah, do
The
it.
poster I put up everywhere. If you can see that now.
Okay. It's
Because
it's very...
it now looks like it's part of it, you know.
Well, like you think people will see this and then be like, "Oh, that's what they want us to think," and then they'll get us.
Maybe
to
everyone will
listen
start
to
watching the TVs and
radio.
everyone will die. That'd be great. Oh dear. That's for Adam to work out.
Like people don't like being told what not to do. Maybe they'll just watch TV even harder.
Is that
my
what you
bad.
would do, intern?
Hmm?
Is that what you would do? Yeah.
No, I would do whatever.
Why are you
my
breaking a
superiors
sweat?
Tell me.
You get scared when I talk to you in this tone?
I haven't had a cigarette in a while.
Oh, go on, treat yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get out my cigarettes and I'll
Fetch
get
my
they're premium.
cigarettes out.
Should we go into Frank's house then?
I think we
Or
ought to.
was been standing outside for 20 minutes?
All right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably pretty
Yeah.
cold.
Mm.
So it's you're on the west side of town. It's a 2-story brick building. It seems nicely kept. It's a bit old, but you can easily get into the building. itself. It's an apartment building, so there's lots of different apartments in there. You can easily get inside because the front door's unlocked. And you can see from the mailboxes, which have numbers and names listed on there, that Frank is in apartment 219 on the second floor. And you can also see on there various other names, but there's also the name. It says landlady. And, any business, please report to landlady Doris Fletcher.
It's Fletcher.
Good name.
Can we ring the bell for Doris?
Yeah. So she's in kind of the first apartment on the ground floor. You knock on the door and you hear say, yeah, come in, give me 1 second. And she's kind of a little old lady who's clearly been looking after this apartment building for years. And yeah, she says, hello, can I help you? Need any help?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say our condolences on your tenant, Frank.
Frank? Oh my gosh, did they find him? What happened?
Oh, he's not dead?
No, we don't know anything about Frank. We just know that he hasn't been to work since Wednesday.
Yeah,
This is all speculation.
I was putting the pieces together. It doesn't seem likely, I'm sorry to say, that he's still kicking. Have you, sniffed under his door lately?
No, I mean, I haven't seen him in a few days. I didn't know he was dead. Is he in trouble? What's happened? Usually he just seems like a friendly guy. He pretty much keeps to himself, but I noticed
We're
he hasn't
not
been
sure
around.
yet, but we just wondered if we could maybe have the key to his flat and have a look around.
I don't know. I generally can't give out keys to just anyone. This is a private property. Who did you
How
say
about you come
were?
with us then?
Well, why don't you give your key to the police?
The police? I mean, I guess I'd have to open for the police. I mean, we can go knock on his door.
Yeah. Tosh, I think you need to take over.
I mean, I thought it was assumed that I'd done something there, but yes, absolutely. Yes. Just a moment, madam. I'll just fish it out of my attaché case here that I haven't announced that I happen to be carrying. Yes, here we are. Here it is. Ignore the name Alfred. That's not my actual name. Everyone calls me Tosh. So you can call me Tosh if you like. Here you go. I believe Tosh is related to my moustache.
Ah,
I believe.
I like it.
I don't know.
I totally didn't get
that
that.
makes sense.
Don't know.
You're with the police? Sure. Yeah. Let me get the keys. And she goes into a house and she gets this big bunch of keys that you see has keys to all the apartments in the building. She says, "Yeah, he's on the second floor, 219. Yeah, follow me." And you walk up there. And yeah, you find door number 219. Can you all do a listen roll, please?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh
Always
my
stressful.
god. I don't like it when he says this.
If
It's
we
scary.
hear Adam, I need to know, are we gonna hear? Are we gonna hear something?
Oh no.
Okay.
I pressed
Okay.
it. Why isn't it doing it? Okay.
No.
I don't know why it's not doing it.
Well,
Maybe it's my
love to
bad
hear
internet.
anything with a roll like that, sucky price.
I can maybe do it for you.
It's not working. I don't know why.
I think I can do it for you.
Thank you.
Who are you? That one. Stats. No, wait. What?
That's
Has my camera been and my sound been okay? Like,
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
been fine.
Yeah.
oh,
Sounds great.
okay, awesome.
But me and Tosh got detective-ish, you see. Get
Yeah,
around
you
the
should.
academy.
Start working together.
I should be able to do it from there.
Do it.
It's not working. Never mind. We'll say you did it. It's not that important. Yeah. Anyone who hit that listen roll, you basically just hear through his door that there's the sound of a TV on inside. And Doris kind of fusses with the keys and she's trying to find the right one. And she says, "Well, no. First she knocks on the door, and she says, Frank, there's some people here to see you." And gives it kind of enough time to realise that there's no there's no answer. And she kind of looks around at you guys and then opens up the door, and you're inside Frank's apartment. And you can have a good look around. It's not big. There's only a few rooms in there, and you can go investigate. She kind of calls out, but there's no answer. So she's a little bit worried, and she kind of hangs back by the door as you guys step inside.
I'm gonna walk over to the TV, and can I have a look around there?
Yeah, you easily figure out which room is the TV room. There's a big, comfy chair, one of those lazy boy chairs with the things that flip up, and there's a big TV in front of it, and it's just tuned into the local station. You also notice on the floor there's like a TV tray with dinner that's been knocked all over the floor, and it looks like it's a bit old. Suki, I see you've got jumped the gun and done a spot hidden roll.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, no, I like it.
I was gonna look around the room for evidence that he'd spoken to. Who was it that he was gonna speak to?
Cow?
Yeah, Cal. He was gonna call Cal, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Any, like, notes or like any? Is there like a voicemail box with like, a voicemail on it or something like that?
Yeah, so you see, there's basically 3 rooms. There's a bedroom, pretty neatly kept, not much in it. There's a kitchen, similarly neatly kept, and then there's this main like kind of living area with a TV. And there's also a workbench in one corner of the TV room, and that's where you head, and that's where your spot hidden is going to help you out. You can see there's a workbench, and there's kind of electrical gizmos and things. And he's obviously been working on something. There's some sort of device in the middle of the table. It looks a bit
Cool.
like a flashlight, which is it's covered in wires and things. Doesn't seem to be.
I'm gonna do an electronics roll for that and look at it. I
Yeah,
fail.
doesn't seem to be on or doing anything. He's clearly half finished.
But I don't fail an electrical repair roll. If that
Okay,
can help
nice.
me in any way.
Yeah, you kind of get an idea of what he was going for here. And in the box nearby, you said you see that there's components that he's put aside, and you recognise that's how he liked to work. To gather all his components together in one box and organise them all. He's a very organised guy, and he clearly these are the bits he was going to add to this device. But above that, next to this device, there's a couple of things which I'm going to give to you now.
Amazing. Is there supposed to be music, by the way? Because I don't have any.
No,
Okay,
No.
good.
I don't want to have it all the way through.
Okay.
Where the heck are we going? 1 second. You see, firstly, there's a diagram, and with that electrical repair roll that you hit there, Eggy, you recognise this is the device. This is the device that's being worked on. It's the same thing, and you understand some of the components. And it seems to be some kind of signal jamming device to interrupt radio wave signals. So one thing I will say is that isn't some sort of logic puzzle that you're supposed to study that diagram. It's just a diagram which you kind of understand. But let me just drop that into the public notes.
So he was trying to stop the signal from happening, basically.
And next to that, you also see a written note, which maybe someone could read out loud.
Thanks. So I guess the booster gizmo was a bust, eh? Oh well, lighting's a bitch, but hey, it was worth a shot. Here's something that might interest you. I got the plans from a new BBS I dialed up last night. It's a signal jammer. Just point and just adjust the dial for undulation, and away you go. Not sure it'll ever be useful, but it sounds like a fun weekend build at any rate. Fun weekend build at any rate. Pop on over if you need some new parts or a beer, Cal.
There you go.
That's modulation.
I think it was modulation. Yeah, I like undulation though. That's more fun.
Oh, modulation.
Yeah.
Undulation.
So the reference to lightning there is interesting. But I'm dialing in on the BBS bit there.
Mm.
What is a
is
BBS?
It's a bulletin board system.
Hell
which
yeah.
one can access via the computer. Is there a computer that looks like it will be plugged in to the phone lines in this place?
There's not. There's one accessible at the station in the basement. There's basically one. So yeah, we're in an age of very early internet, and the BBS was kind of the first iteration of that. So it was all text-based. People could post on, not quite chat rooms, but like forums, and people would send messages, but it was very basic, completely all text-based. But there was... like Reddit, there was sections of particular interest that people could go on and talk to each other. And there is a connection available at the TV station, but it's not something that most people would have in their homes. And Frank was more into his electronics. He wasn't that into his computers. He liked physical things to mess around with and wires to plug in. And he was slightly wary of internet and data and things like that. He was interested, but he wasn't into it enough to have one at his home.
Probably got all the stuff from the internet via this Cal person, I guess.
It seems like it, yeah.
Yeah. When we're back at the station, I'll have to see if I can take a look at the BBSs, see what's going on.
Does Eggy know Cal?
You would guess that he is the same Cal who owns an electrical shop in town somewhere. You're not sure, but it seems like it. You think Frank might have mentioned Cal once or twice. Sorry, I just got distracted by David Dickinson. It's floating up the screen. You're sure you've heard Frank talk in the break room or something about Cal, and they would get a beer every now and then, and he owned like an electronics shop in town. You've never been in yourself, but you're kind of vaguely aware of it. You also notice on one side of this workbench is a little TV, a small monitor with a VCR hooked up to it, and a tape sitting on top of the VCR. If that's interesting at all.
I'm going to immediately pop that in and play it.
Yeah, straight up, go
Yeah.
for it. All right.
Huh?
Fuck it, let's go.
God.
7 days.
Oh no.
Oh no! Can I back out the room and stand behind the door frame?
You can. You better be quick.
I'm going to do that while it's playing.
All right. What I'm probably going to do is play this, and then we'll stop there for the evening.
Oh my god.
Because I know
Okay.
it's getting late.
I'm scared.
We're all tired, but this would be a fun way to end it.
Already.
Okay.
It'd be a fun way to. I'm just got to get the right one because they're quite confusingly labelled, and I don't want to play the wrong one. Hold on.
What did you guys hear, by the way, when we listened?
Oh yeah. That was the TV on.
TV
Yeah,
on.
the TV was on through
TV
the
still
door, wasn't
blasting
it?
inside, yeah. Oh, gosh. Okay, yeah. So you press play, and you are presented with this tape, which you assume to be one of the broadcasts.
Egwin. Oh my god. I hate my life. What the hell is that? Living receivers. I can't remember. What? Am I a receiver? Because I got all freaked out and weird.
All right.
Okay. Is
Kinda
this
loop.
dated? Is the cassette dated or anything?
Yes, that cassette says September the 18th.
Well, fuck it now. It's a bit
Okay.
art.
Oh, that's the one that killed the boy.
Killed him.
Maybe.
Oh,
Well,
that was the
took him.
cartoon he was watching at the time.
Yeah.
So he was watching cartoons, but he disappeared in his own front
That
room.
living receivers thing. Does that mean that I might be a receiver because I had that weird feeling? Oh no.
Down, is it? Oh, where have we seen it before?
It does. It says it on the map.
No, it said it in the first video as well. Receiver.
It says. It says.
The text in the first video was "come" followed by receiver.
Oh yeah, that's where it was. It was in the first video. Receiver, with the corridor.
For the horrible flesh-coloured sofa.
Anyway,
It's
that
very unusual. Yeah. Sorry, I know where.
That was freaky.
that is where I'm going to leave it now. I'm going to you should be able to go
Wow.
into the, if you want to, you can go into the session on Quest Portal and look at any of those notes because there's a lot of information there. Between
Thank
sessions.
you so much. This is a really good choice of story because
Amazing.
I'm very interested.
yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
it's right up my street as well. I love this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just getting interesting. Yeah, we'll do another one soon. Hopefully, it won't take too long because I always think if it leaves it too long in between, everyone forgets everything, including me.
We
But
all
yeah.
pose on our cameras to say hi. Let me take a picture. Amazing.
But yeah, thanks guys. That was fun. You absolutely nailed it.
Thanks,
Um,
Adam.
Very fun as you
Awesome.
always.
Thank you
was
so much.
amazing.
Lots of
Can't
laughs.
wait for the next one. I really can't wait for the next one. I hope it's
Can't
soon.
wait.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, we'll-
can't live like this.
We'll
So
get your
many
date booked in.
unanswered questions.
Nice one. All right, cool. Thanks. If anyone's watching on Twitch, or I'm going to put this on YouTube as well. But yeah, we'll be back for part 2. I feel like this might be a 3-parter. We'll see. Who knows what's going to happen?
Okay.
But
You know
yeah,
what we're like.
Yeah. Yeah.
who knows? Lovely to see you all.
I'll be back to the print shop.
Yeah. Cool. See you all soon. I'm going to
Bye,
log
everyone.
off for the
Bye.
evening.
Is
See ya.
Thanks, guys.